And now, CCW News presents Holy Crap, This Is Actually Happening. No News to Me edition, August 4th, 2022. I'm Chuck U. Farley. The big news this week is that Will Smith finally released a YouTube apology video, complete with professional lighting and 3 camera angles, in which he made himself the victim of his own slap and didn't really apologize at all. The only part of this that could be called news is that Oscar-winning, multimillionaire cuck Will Smith considers himself a YouTuber. Sean King, the discount male version of Rachel Dolezal, has raised hundreds of millions for his pro-BLM grassroots law PAC, $40,000 of which the organization spent on a dog which they later returned. I swear I am not making this up. It comes as no news that yet another BLM grifter is using donor money to benefit only one life, and it's not even black this time. Jean-Pierre, diversity hire, rolled her eyes and mean girl snarked her way through another useless press briefing during which she wasn't willing and or able to answer a single, straightforward question. Wait, that's not news. That's just a day that ends in Y. On the topic of poor performance, protecting the regime, and policing speech, when Darren Brady posted a picture of the pride flag, which literally includes the pink triangle used by actual Nazis in World War II, rotated on its axis 4 times to reveal it naturally forms a swastika, the 51-year-old British Army veteran was ironically arrested because he, quote, caused someone anxiety. I swear I am not making this up. While social media platforms in the USA swear that they are upholding free speech through vigorous censorship, this indiscretion unfortunately slipped through in the UK, where free expression is strongly discouraged. While multiple news outlets recorded bobbies handcuffing a middle-aged man for retweeting an image of a flag, down the block 4 women were raped, 2 children abducted, and 3 shop owners were stabbed. But none of those were considered news because they didn't involve hate speech. The Brandon administration boldly pulled us out of the recession by redefining the word recession, going so far as to change its entry in Wikipedia and locking the page so that no one could correct it. Given that they've already redefined the words voting, insurrection, and woman, this is not news. While the U.S. officially announced that they don't see Taiwan as its own sovereign nation, Nancy Antoinette saw fit to try to start World War III by flying into Taiwan amidst much saber-rattling and outright death threats. As soon as her plane landed, the CCP Navy surrounded the island and fired so-called demonstration shots into the air while screaming, "I'm not touching you! I'm not touching you! I'm not touching you!" After her departure, the CCP promised that both Taiwan and the U.S. would pay for their insolence, and as of Wednesday night had already started arresting Taiwan citizens for engaging in separatism. Of course, being the elitist, duplicitous witch that we know and love her to be, Pelosi blamed all the fuss over the trip on her being female, and not because she's a high-ranking government elitist, duplicitous witch. The visit made old Nance the highest U.S. elected official to visit Taiwan in more than 25 years. She was also the oldest, meanest, and drunkest. But that's not news. Meanwhile, her drinking buddy/husband went to court this week for what Pravda reported as a minor accident involving alcohol. But what the court has revealed was a major accident involving 2 cars, alcohol, drugs, hospitalizations, and a possible bribe. Of course, only Fox and foreign outlets are reporting on it because any scandal involving Pelosi's, Clinton's, or Biden's, no matter how salacious, is simply not news around here. Speaking of saber-rattling, the U.S. military managed to send Osama bin Laden's al-Qaeda buddy Ayman al-Zawahiri on a permanent dirt nap. President Biden said that, quote, thanks to the U.S. intelligence community's extraordinary persistence and skill, the operation was a success, which was a surprise since I had given the Taliban so many billions of dollars of our weapons, aircraft, and technology, and who knows who they sold it to by now. For some reason, the Washington Post failed to call al-Zawahiri an austere religious scholar, as is their wont for any time a U.S. president assassinates a known terrorist. Okay, not any U.S. president, just the evil orange man. But then again, the mainstream press acting as the Democrat propaganda arm is simply not news. For CCW News, this has been Holy Crap, This Is Actually Happening. I'm Chuck U. Farley. Good night, and may God help us.